Pray silence for the Master.
Wardens, Lord Mayor, Aldermen, Liverymen, Freemen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is really wonderful to see so many liverymen here tonight. And apart from welcoming all of you, I would particularly like to welcome a special welcome to all of our guests. I hope you're all enjoying your evening. My Lord Mayor, may I start off by making a contribution, please, to your charity with the livery's compliments. Start as we need to go on. Thank you very much. I would also like to welcome our other honoured guests. Alderman Sir David Lewis, past Sheriff and Lord Mayor, and our Broad Street Ward Alderman. Welcome. The Master of the Worshipful Company of Carpenters, Martin Samuel and his wife, Rosemary. The Master of the Worshipful Company of Painter-Stainers, Alderman Gordon Warwick Haynes and his wife, Caroline. The Master of the Worshipful Company of Joiners and Sealers, James Vickers and his wife, Rosemary. Also the Master of the Worshipful Company of Upholders, Nick Meyer and his wife, Diana. And the Master of the Worshipful Company of Turners, Ridian Jones and his wife, Monica. And this means we have a full complement of the Wood Group of companies at our celebration this evening, which is very apt. I'd also like to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Tim Harper, Commanding Officer of 7 Rifles, our affiliated regiment, who has provided the Guard of Honour and whose band have put on such a spectacular display to mark our anniversary this evening. We also welcome Stephen McPartland MP, the chairman of the All-Party Parliamentary Furniture Industry Group and his wife Emma, and the rector of St Mary Le Bow, George Bush, our livery chaplain, who conducted the earlier Thanksgiving service, and thank you very much, George, for that. This is a very special occasion. We are marking 50 years as a fully fledged livery, 63 years on from forming as a guild. And we have a history of over 150 years of combined charitable giving. And as you have heard from the CDM Warden, we are moving on from strength to strength in our giving. And to commemorate our golden anniversary, I have commissioned a discreet lapel pin featuring the crest from our coat of arms. Each liveryman and freeman will receive one of these in the post in the next few days. The more observant of you will also have spotted the swags, for better use of a word, on the masters' and wardens' gowns earlier. These have been added to mark the creation of the industry's principal charity from the merger. We pride ourselves on being a modern, relevant, and evolving organization, but we must remain true to the founding principles of guilds and livery companies, and we do. Since their formation before 1066, they have existed to support the development of industry and the individuals who work in it. Tonight is all about acknowledging and celebrating dedication and hard work and unflagging enthusiasm, whether from our established benefactors or our new group of corporate partners who donate very generously every year, or from members who serve on our court, or from the chairman or liveryman serving on one of our committees, or from those of you who simply give your time to organize our charitable events, or for those of you who sit on our Guildmark award schemes or training schemes, or from liverymen and freemen who simply encourage new members to join us and mentor those amongst us. You all deserve our thanks and a round of applause. Fittingly, our guests this evening include individuals whose families were involved in the formation of the Guild and the transition to a livery. In particular, our senior past master, Sir John Perring, a past alderman and sheriff, along with Lady Perring and family members, are hosting several tables with special guests here tonight. These include Sir John and Lady Welsh. Sir John Welsh was the first clerk to this livery in 1963. And their fathers, Colonel Sir John E. Perring and Sir Cullum Welsh, together with Sir Ralph Perring, all served on the Court of Aldermen and went on to be sheriffs or Lord Mayors. These three luminaries, together with Sir Herman Liebus and his legal counsel, Douglas Clark, were the driving force behind the formation of this livery. At that time, the industry had the ear of government, who valued manufacturing as a significant part of GDP. And 50 years on, we note the really pressing need for the industry to secure a better hearing from government and an urgent need to build our manufacturing industry back up. The British Furniture Confederation, or BFC, was set up by the livery to coordinate representation to government from all the industry trade associations. Representation is channeled through the all-party Parliamentary Furniture Industry Group, which is comprised of MPs and peers and chaired by Stephen McPartland. The focus this year for the BFC, Chairman Paul von der Heide, is investment support for manufacturing. And we are already seeing greater financial support from the DTI for export-orientated initiatives as a result. We all want to see more UK-based production. The current global economic dynamics are driving investment in manufacturing in the UK. UK labour rates are now among the lowest in Europe, and tooling is more versatile and portable than ever. The backdrop of rising freight costs, rising labour rates in emerging markets, and the weakening pound is also helping us to be more competitive on exports. The World Bank's ease of doing business rankings rate the UK 7th out of 183 countries. China, by the way, is 91. Regrettably, the Blair-Brown years saw manufacturing fall from 21% to 11% of GDP. The shift is taking manufacturing abroad, has seriously depleted the skills base in the UK, which will take time and determination to rebuild. This is something we can do together. If we can revive skills and produce innovative products, we can be the dominant force again in global markets. We will not appeal globally or locally without innovating. To do this, we must invest in design and skills training. The current onshoring trend is presenting UK manufacturers with opportunities to provide local manufacturing services under license to global companies. For example, my own company, KI, a global leader in contract furnishing, is doing just this. Over the last 3 years, our UK business has moved from being predominantly a sales organization, importing 80% of its products from North American factories, to a 90% UK manufacturer of its product designs. As a designer, it's hardly surprising that the principal focus of my year will be on design, particularly investment in design by British manufacturers. The UK is the home of some of the rising global stars of design, and they are being engaged by enlightened international manufacturers. Those UK furnishing companies who are currently growing and exporting are all distinguished by their investment in design. So during my year, we will be seeking to create forums where design studios can meet prospective furniture manufacturers who want to engage them. I will also be looking to encourage more graduates to join our industry. We must do more to highlight our industry as a wise career choice, with varied opportunities for the entrepreneurial and inventive. I am really proud of the way our guild marks continue to go from strength to strength. In particular, the Design Guild Mark is now widely recognized as the leading accolade for designers and volume manufacturers of furniture. My special thanks go to Chairman Graham Jones and the committee, in particular Cheryl Shear and her team at CSA, for their extensive pro bono work in promoting the mark across the industry. I have the first of several exciting announcements to make. The culmination of a 3-year project to see the publication of Leslie Jackson's book, modern British furniture design since 1945. Leslie completed her work in December last year, and the V&A is now editing the manuscript and sourcing illustrations in time for publication in October this year. My thanks go to all those donors and sponsors who made it possible for this ambitious project to come to fruition. We and the V&A have high hopes for its adoption around the world, and the preeminent reference book on this important period for British furniture design and manufacture. Talking of excellence, I have great pleasure now in announcing this year's recipient of the Claxton Stevens Prize. He received the prize earlier this evening from the Lord Mayor, and he is an exciting new talent. His stellar console piece was in the library where you took drinks earlier and may still be there when you retire for a stirrup cup. My congratulations go to Jake Phipps. We now come to one of the highlights of the evening. I would like to ask the Lord Mayor to make the presentation of a Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, these don't come lightly. The award is going to a through-and-through furniture man. By coincidence, this man is the man that introduced me back to the livery back in 1997, perhaps not his finest hour. Our awardee trained as an architect from 1945 and worked with Professor Dick Russell on the Lion and the Unicorn Pavilion at the Festival of Britain, and remained his partner until 1967, when he joined the famous Gordon Russell Company in Broadway. He was successively Director of Design, Managing Director, and Chairman until 1980. Thereafter, he worked as an independent furniture designer and consultant. He has been President of the Design and Industries Association, Chairman of the Contract Design Association, the British Furniture Council, and the Furniture Industry Research Association. And not surprisingly, this contribution to our industry was recognized with an MBE in 2001. He has always used his talents and experience to help others. For example, the Edward Barnsley Trust, the Gloucestershire Guild of Craftsmen, and the Gordon Russell Museum, of which he was a founder trustee. He also founded the Furniture Industry Strategy Group, which later became the BFC. He was master of the Furniture Makers Company in 1994. And I'm sure that many of you will already now know who I'm talking about. And tonight, we salute Ray Lee. Thank you, my Lord Mayor. And congratulations, Ray, a very deserved recognition. May I also thank Charles Vernon again for his exemplary year as master. Congratulations also to my two wardens, Paul von der Heide and David During, who I look forward to working with over the next year. I would also like to thank my company, KI, for its support. My chairman, Richard Resch, and his wife have made a special trip here from America for this event, and they are joined by several of my work colleagues, special guests, and my family, all of whom helped make it possible for me to combine my career commitments with the duties required of the master furniture maker. This is indeed a great honor, and I hope to emulate the many successful masters who've gone before me. I have one final announcement. Many of you are aware we have been seeking a royal charter. I received an encouraging letter from Her Majesty the Queen's Privy Council this week, and I remain confident that on Wednesday, the Privy Council will recommend to Her Majesty that we should be granted a royal charter. May I thank Past Master Roger Richardson and his advisor Keith Laurie for all the hard work they have done to get us so close to this goal. And at the risk of being a little presumptuous, we have penciled in a special Royal Charter dinner for October the 31st. This will be held at Carpenter's Hall, where I hope to receive the full vellum and sealed Royal Charter formally from a member of the royal family. Back to tonight. This Guildhall has been the City of London's powerhouse since the 12th century, a physical manifestation of the city's influence and prestige, which even the monarch had to acknowledge. This is where the Lord Mayor and the ruling merchants held court, fine-tuned the laws, and set the trading regulations that helped create London's wealth. 800 years on, this hall is used to host significant events, such as visiting heads of state and royal occasions. It is therefore a very fitting venue for the livery to mark its 50th anniversary. The eagle-eyed amongst you will have spotted that the furniture makers already have a presence here. Our coat of arms on a shield is amongst those mounted in this great hall. I will leave you all to try and spot it. Before handing over to the Right Honourable the Lord Mayor, may I propose a toast to the guests. Would liverymen, corporate liverymen and freemen please rise and toast our guests. The guests. Are you a guest? Lord Mayor? Thank you. Well done. Thank you.